to yesterday today, you might notice a bit of noise going on around us here. That is because we are not in the studio today. I was lucky enough to have my little portable setup here so that we could do the show out here in the field, so to speak. Although it's not really a field, it's a cornfield. McLean, you want to explain the situation?
Yes, Jake here thought it was a good idea for us to come out here and participate in this corn maze.
It's a classic fall tradition. You can't deny that.
I can't. However, that was 3 days ago we started this corn maze.
That is a fact.
We have been wandering around in circles.
I don't think we've been wandering in circles. I think this is just the world's largest corn maze.
We had to camp out overnight. Fortunately, I had a lighter on me, so we were able to remove some of the stalks of corn while building ourselves a nice little fire.
Yeah.
It's bitterly cold.
Yes, well, this is unfortunately true. I, for one, have high hopes in this expedition. I believe we will survive, just like the men of the Endurance, Shackleton and his boys. We are going to live, McLean. We will live to tell this tale to our grandchildren. I mean, who's to say who made what wrong decision when or where, what wrong turn was made by whom at what point? Nobody can really say that.
You said that you knew the way out.
McLean,
you said,
you say who's
McLean,
to say? That's kind of like an unwritten thing where we're not going to say who said that.
No, you said that all we had to do was keep taking a right turn.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Blamey Pants over here. This month on the show, it is October, so that means it's Halloween month. It's, we need a name for Halloween month. Halloween month doesn't sound, we need, Spooktober, that's dumb.
Scary season.
That's terrible.
Sorry,
Spooky season. Look,
I'm not at my best.
Not a good name here.
Been sleepless in a corn maze for the past 3 days.
Well, anyway, while we figure that out and search for an exit, we're two characters in search of an exit, if you get that reference. The first show we have today is Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar. It's actually my favorite episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, the Ghost to Ghost matter.
It's time now for... Johnny Dollar.
Hi, Johnny. This is Art Price, International Press Service.
Oh, holy smoke, Art. What are you doing up at this hour of the morning?
I'm on the night desk, and I'm sorry to have to wake you up.
So am I.
Listen, I just got a call. A real frantic one from a guy who insisted on having your phone number.
Well, did you give it to him?
He said he's an insurance man. It was about some insurance matter, so yes, I did.
Well, why'd he call you?
Yeah, that puzzles me too, but he was so excited, so frantic. Well, he probably called the first person he could think of. And he said it was a big emergency.
Oh, did he give you any details?
No. And Johnny, it's aroused my curiosity. Let me know what it's all about, will you?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Promise?
Okay, Art, promise.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. The State Unity Life Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Ghost to Ghost matter. I'd no sooner rolled over in the hope of getting back to sleep when the phone beside my bed started jangling again. Oh, nuts. Johnny Dollar.
This is Oscar H. Trimley, Mr. Dollar.
Trimley?
I represent State Unity Life here in Lake City, New Jersey.
Oh, look, are you the man who called Art Price over at International Press Service?
Yes, I did get your phone number. I knew he'd have it, you're being such a famous investigator and all that.
Yeah, well, you could also have got it from Universal Adjustment Bureau, your insurance directory, the long-distance operator.
Oh, dear, I guess I've been so upset over this whole thing that it never occurred to me, but can you come down here to Lake City, Mr. Dollar, right away?
Well, it depends. What's this all about?
Ian McAndrews.
Who's Ian McAndrews?
Oh, don't you know? He's the man who founded Lake City.
So what's happened to him?
He's dead, Mr. Dollar, or rather, he isn't.
Huh?
Well, that is to say, he died, Mr. Dollar, about 5 years ago.
And?
Well, in due time, of course, we paid off the claim on his life insurance policy, $55,000. Everything in order and perfectly all right.
Well, then?
But now... Oh no, Mr. Dollar, you just won't believe it unless you come here and see for yourself.
Oh, won't believe what?
Ian McAndrews has come back.
Huh?
Either he or his ghost has come back here.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
No, it's true. It's absolutely true, sir. Ian McAndrews is haunting Lake City. So please come as quickly as you can.
I'll think about it.
Oh, dear, is that the best answer you can give me?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, until I see how things line up for me these next couple of days. Goodbye, Mr. Trimley. Think about it. I could hardly wait to grab a train. But I didn't want Oscar Trimley to know that. Because I had a strong suspicion that if you can catch a ghost off guard, you'll be one up on him. Expense account item 1, the promised phone call to Art Price in international press.
Are you kidding, Johnny?
No, I'm deadly serious, Art.
But a ghost in a little New Jersey.
Yep, I'll keep in touch. Then I remembered Nancy. Nancy Turner, an old flame, or rather, a young old flame. She'd said something one time about taking up investigation of the supernatural. So, expense account item 2, another dime for another call.
You old rascal, Johnny, you haven't called me in ages.
Well, you know how it is. Look, Nancy, did you ever go ahead with your study of psychic investigation?
Psychic... Oh, no, Johnny. I found I'd have to read a couple of hundred musty old books, so I gave it up.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Oh, why?
Well, I've got to run over to Jersey to investigate a haunted town.
A haunted town? How thrilling.
Except that such a thing is impossible.
Oh, it is?
Sure, but I'd kind of thought that maybe you were still... Well, I guess we better forget it.
Forget it, nothing. I'm going with you.
Oh, now, wait,
No excuses. I'll put on my face and another dress and be waiting by the time you can get here.
Yeah, but look, honey,
Huh? Johnny.
Okay, Nancy, I'll pick you up. Item 3, 1085, taxi and train for 2 to New York. Item 4, $50, deposit on a rental car when we got into Grand Central Station. We crossed over into Jersey and hit Route 22 for Somerville and points west. And every mile of the way, Nancy chattered away like a magpie. She kept quoting some of the stuff she had read on the subject. A lot of authorities who decided that some of the reports on haunted towns and houses and people, things like that, had decided there was something really supernatural about them. And you know, after a while, I began to wonder. Yep, I began to wonder.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
And now for another episode in the life of Sergeant Donald Bellwether, my husband. Donald! Donald!
I'm out here on the back porch, honey.
Oh, there you are. Honey, why on earth did you choose a time like this to clean your hunting rifle? We're due at the Jamesons at 7.
I'm ready, honey. All I have to do is wash my hands. I'll finish this tomorrow. Be with you in a jiffy.
Donald, come back here.
Oh, now, what's the matter, Reba?
Are you going to leave this hunting rifle right out here in plain sight?
Nobody's going to bother it. The kids are asleep and we'll be gone. I don't think our babysitter will bother anything. She's got her homework to do.
Those are famous last words if I ever heard them. Donald, don't you realize that accidental death by firearms ranks second only to deaths from fall, fire, and poison?
Yeah, but the kids are in bed.
Well, sure they are. But what if our 6-year-old Marshall Dillon should wander out to the kitchen for a drink of water? You know, he'd love to play with his gun.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, please put it away under lock and key.
Yes, dear, yes, right away.
And for heaven's sakes, take those shells, too. You know, many accidents happen when bullets are thrown into a fire or hit with a hammer. Those things are dangerous. You ought to know that.
I know, honey. I guess I just wasn't thinking.
The unloaded gun and ammunition lying around the house is even more dangerous than itchy-fingered hunters. Statistics prove that.
Okay, there. Everything is safe under lock and key. Now, You still angry with me?
Oh, Donald, I don't want to sound like a nagging wife, but...
My dear, you have every right to reprimand me. Me, a non-commissioned officer. I should know better. But that's the way it goes. We forget. That's why there are accidents in the field, out hunting, and in the home. We all know better. We just forget or get careless with firearms. Well, come on along. Let's get over to the Jansons.
Okay, dear.
Now, this won't happen again, believe me. You know, I wouldn't have started to clean that rifle if you hadn't taken so long to get dressed. But you sure did a good job. Oh, you look beautiful.
That's my Donald. That's my doll.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Ghost to Ghost Matter.
Lake City, nestled in among the soft, rolling North Jersey hills. But a kind of has-been town. I saw the reason for that in the abandoned mill, the old McAndrews cotton mill at one side of the lake. The same old story, I guess. When a town's main industry closes down, it kind of goes to pot. Nonetheless, it was a charming little place. Population, maybe 400 or 500. When we finally located Oscar Tremley's insurance office, we found a bit of a gathering there.
And Mr. Dollar, that is Miss Turner and Mr. Dollar. This is Charlie Reed.
Hi, very happy to know you.
Foster and
Bill.
Tony Gray.
Bill.
We're sort of local businessmen's club, Johnny, you know.
Okay, then let's get to the point.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Johnny, I thought over the phone that you were turning us down.
Well, I changed my mind, and when I thought of Nancy and her knowledge of the supernatural...
Good. That's what we need.
Yes, you're
Well, I am interested in the subject.
We're all a little worried about it.
Tony isn't kidding.
I think we're a pretty level-headed bunch, but, well, this thing has us scared. That's putting it mildly.
If it really is his ghost that's plaguing us...
Oh, now, you don't seriously believe in ghosts.
I'll tell you this. I never did before, but now, well, wait and you'll see.
Gee, Johnny.
Well, suppose you tell me what's going on.
Well...
No, Johnny. You'll have to see for yourself.
And here.
Yes, Charlie, and here. And that means waiting until midnight.
Midnight?
Sure, Mr. Dollar.
Well, just why, Bill?
You'll see.
Yes, and meantime, you can look around. Say, aren't you quite a fisherman, Johnny?
Oh, I'd rather fish than eat, but now look, if you...
Oh, I love to fish, too.
Good. The lake's full of nice bass. Charlie, you can fix them up with a boat, can't you?
Sure can.
Yes, but if I'm going to
Tony,
investigate...
you arrange for a place for Miss Turner to stay overnight.
Be glad to.
Well, now...
And Johnny, you'll stay at my home, all right?
Fine, but now at least tell me...
No, I want you to see for yourself at midnight. Now, meantime, good fishing.
Right. Now, I've got to get back to the shop before Mrs. Bixley starts screaming about her high five. See you later.
Yeah, and I'll come back to the office and arrange somewhere for Miss Turner to stay. See you later.
See you, Tony. Now, if you folks will come over to the print shop with me, we'll pick up the keys to my boat and some tackle, and you can be on your way.
Look, can't you at least give me some idea?
Nope, not a thing until midnight. Oh, and we'll all have dinner together at the hotel.
Mr. Tremblay...
Well, you ready, Mr. Turner? Johnny?
You fellas are the boss, I guess. Fishing, Nancy?
I'd love it.
I'll even give you some of the fast strike hooks I use.
Okay, then, let's go. There was something slightly screwy about the whole thing. And I don't mean just the talk of a ghost. But when I go fishing, and at company expense, well, who's to complain? So Nancy and I spent the rest of the day on the lake. Matter of fact, she caught the big one. By dinner time, we were starved, and the little hotel served us not only excellent cocktails, but a regular banquet, complete with champagne.
You enjoying it, Miss Turner?
I love it. Only why don't you call me Nancy?
Sure, why not?
Charlie, I'll tell your wife.
Now, Tony, you stay out of this.
Mr. Trimley, about this ghost business.
This champagne, you know, comes from the old Leland Stanford vineyard.
Oh, yes, and it's fine.
Finest I know.
But it's time we talk about your ghost.
Say, you land any big ones out on the lake?
Yeah, Bill. Nancy got a 4-pounder. But now listen, will you...
Another thing about this fine California
Say, didn't
wine.
I see you navigating the boat, Nancy?
Listen, will you
Dollar did
please?
all the
Fella
fishing?
got one last year, weighed 6.5.
Look, fellas.
Caught it over near the old cotton.
Hey, fellas, look, please, will you tell me a little bit about... All I want to know is... So, I got nowhere. But then, finally, after a lot more food and wine and chatter, we drove off in Tony's car.
Now, I'm stopping here in the middle of town, Johnny, because it's the best place to be when things start popping.
Like what? Hey, when are you fellas going to stop this runaround and start making sense?
You'll see.
I'm all excited.
Look, Johnny,
Yeah, Charlie?
you see the old tower clock? Almost midnight.
So what about it?
Old McAndrews passed away at the stroke of midnight, Johnny. Personally, I think that has something to do with this.
You still haven't told me with what?
Wait. Listen. There goes the tower clock.
Oh, midnight.
Count 'em, Johnny. That was 4, 5.
And Johnny, see how all the lights are flickering along the streets?
That happens every night?
And no reason for it.
Look, bats.
Huh?
Millions of bats coming out of that clock tower.
Yeah, I see him. But I don't... What under the sun is that?
That's the ghost, wailing.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
That scream fills the air, comes from everywhere.
Oh, it's a horrible sound. Johnny.
Easy, honey. Easy.
No, listen. Didn't you hear? That clock struck 13.
Yes, Johnny.
Why, yes.
You ask me, the devil's in old McAndrew's ghost. That's why it comes out of his house every night.
Out of his house?
Right, Johnny. And wait till you see what's there.
Right.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Do you know who said, "They that can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety"? Those words were written by Benjamin Franklin in the year 1759. Even before the United States of America had come into being, Franklin realized that the path toward freedom was a difficult one. He knew that there would be many people who would prefer easier paths to the difficult one that led toward freedom. These people, he felt, did not deserve to enjoy freedom. Just as there were in Ben Franklin's time, there are people today who would choose what looks like the safe and easy way to protect American freedom. They would be willing to sacrifice some of their liberties in order to be comfortable. But the surrender of a little freedom soon leads to the surrender of all freedom. Liberty can be protected only by constant vigilance and the willingness to fight to protect it if necessary. Remember the words of Benjamin Franklin. They are part of your American heritage. Temporary safety must never be purchased at the price of liberty.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Ghost to Ghost Matter.
Is the front door of this old house always left wide open?
Yeah, Johnny. Sure you want to go in?
Sure. Come along, Nancy.
I'm coming. If only there was more light around. Oh!
Well, that's nice. Slammed right in our faces.
I knew it.
Unlocked, though. Let me have that flashlight, Tony.
Here.
No sign of wires or strings on it. Come on.
Okay. Come on, fellas.
Now, Johnny.
Yeah, Bill?
As you can see, there's just one big room downstairs here.
Johnny.
Easy, Nancy, easy.
Don't you see that?
Look, I admit this is all pretty strange, but a ghost.
Well, what else? We've been over this house with a fine-tooth comb.
Hey, listen. You hear that?
Somebody's walking on the ceiling. And listen. Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's the kind of stuff you hear.
Poltergeist, noisy spirits. You can hear them, but you can't see them.
Don't you see, Johnny? It can't be anything normal or natural.
Is that the end?
No, sir. The old ghost has a regular... see? Hear those shutters banging? There's no wind out there.
Why didn't you tell me it'd be like this, Johnny? Let's...
Look.
Yeah. Lights moving around somewhere outside.
You can see the reflection in the trees.
But they're green. Ghost lights. Oh! Johnny, look. There's a rocking chair. It's rocking.
In front of the window, where old McAndrews used to sit and look out on the town before he died.
Give me the flashlight.
Here.
No strings or wires on this either.
Well, that's the end of it. The same crazy routine every night.
It's the ghost of Ian McAndrews. That's all there is to it.
Well, from what you fellas have shown me tonight, it kind of looks that way.
It is, Johnny.
But tomorrow I want to investigate these things in broad daylight. I investigated all right, the old house, the clock tower, everything I could find. And thanks to the help of the boys, we covered a lot of ground. Result? Nothing. Meantime, I noticed that the town, the sleepy little town of Lake City, was being mobbed. People from all over, streets jammed with cars. And as we sat down at lunch in the hotel...
Miss, waitress, will you please bring me another cup of... Oh, dear, she didn't hear me.
Where'd they all come from?
Yeah, business has certainly picked up around here.
Why, yes, I'd noticed that.
Any idea why, Bill?
Not the least. No wonder Tony couldn't be with us for lunch. And Charlie's at his print shop getting out an extra.
Hey, excuse me. Aren't you Johnny Dollar, the investigator?
Yeah, that's right.
Man, can I use you? Now, just let me get a picture.
Well, now, wait.
Hold it. Okay, Johnny. Thanks a lot.
Hey, that photographer's from one of the New York papers.
No kidding.
Oh, really?
Listen, if Art Price at International Press gave out the word about this ghost story...
Oh, now, Johnny.
Okay, Nancy, you all finished?
Uh-huh.
Then, Oscar, Bill, we're going to leave the check with you and pull out.
You mean leave town?
Yep, going back to Hartford.
Well, Johnny...
I've investigated, I've come up with nothing. So there's no point in staying around any longer.
Oh, Johnny.
Thanks a lot, fellas. And, Oscar, I'll send you my expense account. Come on, Nancy. Give up? Hardly. Sure, Nancy and I hit the highway, but for only a few miles. Then shortly after dark, we drove back. And for a couple of hours, for 3 or 4 hours... Well, anyhow, shortly before midnight, Nancy and I walked quietly up on the porch of Oscar Trembley's insurance office.
You mean you didn't leave a message at my office to be here tonight?
I certainly didn't. I found a message from Charlie.
Are you kidding? Somebody left a message at my print shop to be here.
And I got one at my radio shop.
Well, I'll be
Good girl,
darned.
Nancy.
Now, I
And,
want...
of course, they couldn't know your handwriting.
Wait a minute. There's somebody outside.
Huh?
Johnny.
What's he for? Good evening, gentlemen.
Why, I thought you'd left town, Johnny.
What are you doing back
Yeah,
here?
that's right. I wanted you to think so. Well, listen. The old tower clock has started to strike midnight.
Oh, yeah, that's 5, 6.
Boys, I suddenly realized that in all my investigation this morning, I was being handicapped by what I thought was help.
What do you mean, Johnny? Yeah, what's that?
I had too much help. 2 or 3 of you were with me every second.
Oh, we wanted to be sure you wouldn't overlook anything.
That's right. You wanted to be sure I would overlook a few things.
Huh?
Hey, now, wait. That's 11, 12. Well, hey, it only struck 12.
Yeah, that's right.
No ghostly wail tonight, is there?
I know.
No, fellas, no. Because the ghost is no more.
You, found the ghost, Johnny?
I found out that he's one of you, maybe all of you.
What are you talking about?
Alone, without your careful guidance, I finally located that sub-cellar in the old McAndrews house.
You did?
And that mess of complicated electrical stuff that was making the weird sound effects, the rocking chair, the banging shutters, and so on. Very clever. Your handiwork, Bill?
Sure. But Johnny...
Oh, fellas, it was a wonderful publicity stunt. Especially after international press was notified.
But you did that.
Not only for your radio and electronics shop, Bill, for your real estate business, Tony, your print shop and newspaper, Charlie, and your insurance business, Oscar.
Well, now,
but for the
Johnny,
whole town. It's going to put Lake City on the map again. Which is to say, the motive wasn't entirely selfish.
No, of course it wasn't.
Okay, man. And because of that, and that alone, I won't give you away. Provided the ghost of Ian McAndrews never walks the streets of Lake City again.
Well, you can be sure of that, Johnny.
I don't know. I suppose I ought to really hit you over the head with this expense account. But after all, the cause was a kind of worthy one. So I'll be honest with it for a change. And it was fun to have Nancy Turner along. Expense account total, including mileage on the rental car, less deposit, $31.50. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote today's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Forrest Lewis, Joseph Kearns, Russell Thorson, Sam Edwards, and Bob Bruce. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Roy Rowan speaking.
Alright, that was yours truly, Johnny Dollar Goes to Ghostminder. We have made zero progress in finding an exit or in naming Halloween month.
I wouldn't even be that disheartened if we had just stayed out here for 3 days, but the fact that we haven't seen another human being in what seems like ages is just...
That is slightly concerning.
This is insane. I can't.
And that actually reminds me of a radio show. McLean, get up. Stop whining. You had this breakdown yesterday. You can't have another one already.
Just bury me among the corn.
On the subject of seeing other human beings, we have a classic episode of Suspense. This one's a classic. It's On a Country Road. Let's hope they meet a better fate than we have on that country road that they're being on. So, yeah, hope you enjoy that in your warm houses, wherever you're at.
Just put me beneath a kern of cobs.
Autolite and its 96,000 dealers present Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you On a Country Road, a suspense play starring Mr. Cary Grant.
Relax, David. There's no hurry to get home.
Who can relax in this mess of traffic? There must be a wreck or something up ahead.
This keeps up, we'll get caught in the rain.
Yeah, it looks like a big storm building up, too. Hey, remember that shortcut?
Which one?
Well, the little tarred road that goes across through Center Marches and comes out on the other highway.
One we took last summer?
Yeah. I'll turn off there and duck this pile up. I'd like to get as far as possible before that storm hits. Why don't you put out your hand?
David, don't get mad.
Well, he cut right in front of me trying to turn into that gas station.
Maybe he needed gas.
Oh. Turn on the radio, huh? Oh, there.
Police this afternoon issued
Sounds like
warnings to all residents of Long Island to be on the
Turn it
lookout
up,
for
yeah.
Nellie Goller, a middle-aged woman described as dangerous and insane. She escaped this morning from Rescue Mental Hospital after fatally butchering a doctor, a nurse, and a ward attendant with a meat cleaver. This is the same Nellie Goller who a year ago murdered 3 persons on a Brooklyn street. This station will
my
broadcast a
mother-in-law.
full description on our regular newscast, which
At least we aren't the only crazy people on Long Island. Why did you change it?
I don't want to listen anymore. Let's get home quickly, David. I don't like being out here with that woman running loose.
Uh-oh. Here's the storm. Roll up the windows. In just a moment, Mr. Cary Grant in the first act of On a Country Road.
Amazing, Wilcox, amazing.
What's so amazing, Senator?
Your victory in the election.
My candidate's victory, Senator, the famous Autolite Stay Full battery, the battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. Why, everybody voted for the Autolite Stay Full battery.
You had plenty in reserve, Wilcox.
Reserve? Why, the Autolite Stay Full battery has over 3 times the liquid reserve of batteries without Stay Full features.
Didn't you campaign with fiberglass retaining mats?
Sure did, Senator, because every positive plate of the Autolite Stay Full battery is protected with a fiberglass retaining mat to prevent shedding and flaking and keep the power-producing materials in place.
Why, your candidate is in for life, Wilcox.
Longer life, Senator, because the Autolite Stay Full battery gives 70% longer life as proved by tests conducted according to SAE minimum life cycle standards. So, friends, get acquainted with the Autolite Stay Full battery, the battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. See your neighborhood Autolite battery dealer now. And remember, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with On a Country Road and the performance of Mr. Cary Grant, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
Why don't they put her to sleep instead of just locking her up where she can escape and kill more people?
Put who to sleep?
That woman they were talking about on the radio.
Oh, she can't help what she does. She's sick.
What good does that do the people who get chopped up with a meat cleaver?
I don't know. The laws were made before the doctors knew very much about the human mind.
I still don't know much.
Oh, I can see what it is. There's a roadblock up ahead.
What's happened?
I don't know. Cops all over the road.
David, I'll bet they're looking for that crazy woman.
Oh, I guess so.
I'll hold it a minute.
What's up, officer?
Just a checkup, folks. Anything in the back seat?
Only the blanket and the lunchbox.
We went on a picnic.
Yes, ma'am. Seen any hitchhikers?
Nope. Just traffic.
Okay. Move right along, please.
Are you looking for the crazy woman?
Moving along. Let's go.
He didn't answer.
He's busy.
What are you doing?
Listen.
All residents and motorists on Long Island are warned to be on the alert for the escaped insane woman who is somewhere on the island. She is described as tall, broad-shouldered, gray-haired, and rather heavy. She may still be armed with the cleaver. 100 men are searching the area, and they're prepared to shoot on sight. Here's another bulletin on the case, which just came in. Just a few minutes ago, the decapitated bodies of an elderly man and woman were found
here's
by
the
police
shortcut.
near Center
They haven't
Marshes
found
on
her
Long
yet.
Island.
This will get us out of that
I
traffic.
repeat that. The bodies of an elderly couple have just been found in their car near Center Marshes on a lonely, tarred road. Police are certain they were killed by Nellie Goller, the insane woman now at large. Residents of the area are warned not to open their doors to strangers. Motorists are cautioned to stay off lonely roads and not to pick up any hitchhikers. All persons are asked to be on the lookout for this woman. Here is her description
They haven't
again.
caught her yet.
Better turn that off, darling.
I thought you wanted to hear it.
Oh, that's
She's
enough of
believed
it.
to be armed with the meat cleaver.
This shortcut will save us a lot of time.
You turned off the highway.
Sure, I told you when I did it. We've come over a mile already. Save us a lot of time.
But David, didn't you hear what the radio said about staying off lonely roads?
Well, we only have to go across the other highway. It won't take long.
You sure?
Of course. We go past Center Marches, then take the left road and come out right by the highway bridge.
Center Marches is where she just killed those 2 people.
Oh, no. What can happen to us while we're driving? Besides, the whole island is full of men looking for this lunatic. They'll catch her. It's just a storm. Now, come on, quiet down. You're jumping.
I guess I'm silly. David,
What?
the gas gauge says empty.
There's still a couple of gallons left when it points to empty.
How long has it said empty?
Don't know. I'll get gas when we get across to the other highway.
David, I'm scared.
Relax, honey. Rain and wind always make you nervous as a cat.
I wish we'd stayed on the highway.
If I'd known you'd act like this, I would have.
Well, it's not my fault.
It's not mine either. I'm having trouble enough just trying to see through this storm.
David, let's not fight.
Driving through these burned-out woods in this kind of weather is enough to give anyone the willies.
Oh, goodness, it got dark so fast. I can hardly see ahead, even in the headlights.
There's something ahead.
Don't stop, David.
That's only a sign.
David, the crazy woman could be around here.
I'm not picking up anyone. I just want to know where I am.
Oh, don't get out of the car.
I'm not. Now, calm down. Let's see. Center March is that way. Now, we'll take this road.
Center Marches. This must be the road where she killed those people.
Dorothy, please.
Sorry. I'm so jumpy. Turn on the radio. Oh, this is a desolate place. We haven't even passed a house yet. Miles of woods on both sides of us.
It's so dark we couldn't have seen one if it were there. This rain seems to be getting worse.
David, I'm just sure this is the road where that woman killed those two people.
Oh, now stop that, Dorothy.
That's why the police had a roadblock by this road. That crazy woman might be any place in these woods.
But not necessarily where we are. Oh.
David, what's the matter?
Oh, that's fine. What a place to run out of gas.
Oh, no! David, you mean we're stuck here?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, for the time being anyway. I'm sorry, dear.
That crazy woman is in the woods. She'll kill us.
She's nowhere near us.
David, quick. Turn off your headlights.
Why? Did you hear something?
David, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm scared.
I guess I should have got gas.
Oh, turn off the headlights, please.
Why?
She'll see us if you don't.
We won't see her if I do.
Please, David, turn them off.
Oh, now listen, Dorothy. Don't let this silly thing get the better of you.
Oh, just look at the headlights. Poking into darkness of nothing but wet bushes and trees. Rain falling. Please, David.
Oh, all right. There, now they're off. You feel better sitting in the dark?
Only the thunder and lightning would stop. And this rain.
Look, Dorothy, there's no sense sitting here all night. It's only a few minutes past 10 o'clock. I'm going to walk up the road a bit. There might be a house or something
You're
there.
not going to leave me here. I won't let you go.
Dorothy, we can't sit here in the middle of nowhere for the rest of the night.
We're safer here than out there. David, she's probably hiding in the woods. She's just waiting for a chance to kill us.
Oh, come on, Dorothy. Why should she be right where we've run out of gas?
Why
now?
can't she be here? Please stay in the car.
All right.
Lock the doors from the inside.
Why? What is it?
Now she can't get in here.
She's nowhere near
Oh,
us.
don't be mad at me, David. I'm so scared.
Well, if she's out there, she can easily smash the windows.
Oh, don't scare me anymore. I know I'm acting silly. I can't help it.
I know. Come here. Let me put my arm around you. There.
Oh, David.
Okay. Put your head on my shoulder.
Forgive me, David.
Sure, go ahead and cry. Go on. It'll make you feel better.
Isn't there some popular music?
We're now in search for the escaped insane woman who has killed 5 persons since fleeing from a Long Island mental hospital. Rain and darkness are hampering the search. Over 100 police are combing the wooded area near Center Marriages. It was near there that an elderly couple were butchered on a lonely, tarred road. In making her escape this morning, the mad woman killed a doctor, nurse, and...
Let's leave it out for a while, huh?
So quiet and lonely here. Wish it were morning.
Look, Dorothy, I'll run up the road. There might be a
No,
house.
no, David, please. David, listen. Did you hear that?
What? I don't hear anything.
Listen. There it is.
No, I can't. It's a dog. A little dog barking.
Oh, David.
Well, I guess it's only a lost dog. Or maybe there's a house nearby.
Or the crazy woman. Oh, David! She's out there!
Something hit the back of the car.
It's her!
Is the door locked on your side?
Yes. Well, what if she breaks the windows? She's got a cleaver.
there, flash of lightning. I saw somebody.
Is it the crazy woman?
I can't tell. She's lying on the road.
Can you see her? Is she still there?
Too dark to see. Have to wait for the lightning. I saw her. She's getting up now.
She'll kill us. She'll kill us.
Calm down. Please.
What is she doing?
I don't know. She must have been running. She didn't see the car and ran right into it.
She's at the window, right next to you.
Oh, my Lord! Look at her. Get away from that window.
David, she's trying to get in the car.
Look at that face. And her hair. Go away!
Let me in. I'm not crazy. The crazy woman is after me. David, don't let her in. Let me in.
Never you scare her. Go away! Go away! We've got a gun. We'll shoot.
It worked. She's staring at us.
I'm warning you. I'll shoot.
David, she's coming back. Please, don't leave me out here. Please. That woman will kill me. Please. David, take your pipe. Hold it like a gun. It'll look like a gun.
Where is it? Oh, it's in the glove compartment.
Here it is. Here.
Look! I've got a gun. I'm going to shoot.
She's backing away.
Keep going before I start shooting.
She's gone. She disappeared.
We can't get out now. All we can do is sit here all night and wait for help.
Can you see her? Where'd she go?
I don't know. She's out there, though. Probably planning on how to get in this car.
David, what are we going to do? She's the one I know.
She didn't have a cleaver.
She must have dropped it when she ran into the car. Her face is all twisted, her hair hanging down.
And she's back there looking for the cleaver now.
She'll kill us. She'll kill us.
Dorothy, stop it.
She'll kill us. David! David!
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Cary Grant with Kathy Lewis and Jeanette Nolan in On a Country Road. Tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Wilcox, what was your platform?
Why, the Autolite Stay Full battery. The battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use.
Go on, Wilcox.
Well, we pointed out that the Autolite Stay Full has over 3 times the liquid reserve of batteries without Stay Full features.
Amazing.
Ah, but that's not all, Senator, because we pointed out, too, that the Autolite Stay Full gives longer life. 70% longer life, in fact, as proved by tests conducted according to SAE minimum life cycle standards. Then there's fiberglass retaining mats protecting every positive plate to prevent shedding and flaking and to give the Autolite Stay Full scintillating superiority.
How was your plurality, Wilcox?
Sensational, Senator. We got all but 1 vote.
Why, that's positively preposterous.
Sure is, Senator, because everybody's heard of the Autolite Stay Full battery. The battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. So see your neighborhood Autolite battery dealer. And remember, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Cary Grant in Elliott Lewis's production of On a Country Road. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The window. David, she broke the window.
Get away from there. Stay out of the car.
I'm coming in. I can't stand
Now
it.
stay out of the
here.
car. I warn you. I've got a gun.
You wouldn't shoot me. Go away. You're crazy. We know all about you. I'm not the crazy woman. Believe me. Let me in.
Don't do it, David. She's trying to trick us.
Listen to me, please. I've been running in this awful storm. My car is stuck in the ditch back there.
How far back?
I don't know. It seems like miles. I heard about the crazy woman on the radio. I was afraid to stay in the car alone. Let me in.
No, David.
Go back to your own car.
No! It's so dark and so lonely in this storm. I locked the doors, but I was afraid I could see things and hear things in the darkness. I couldn't stand it anymore. I got out and I ran. It's the rain. That's why I look like this. I'm not the crazy woman.
Dorothy, maybe she isn't a crazy woman. Maybe she's just scared and exhausted.
Let me in, please. Let me in.
No, David, no. She's the one. I know.
This crazy woman had a cleaver. I'm not armed. The three of us will be safer together.
You know, she makes sense to me, Dorothy. We would be safer with one more person.
Oh, David, I don't know.
Let me in, please. I'm wet to the skin.
I'm going to unlock the door, Dorothy.
David.
Oh,
All right. Now, get in. Make one move and I'll shoot you.
it's good to sit down.
All right. Now, there's a blanket on the floor back there. Try and dry yourself off with it.
Oh, the darkness and the rain. It was enough to drive me out of my mind.
Well, just take it easy, lady.
I ran and ran. All I could hear was feet chasing after me, hunting me.
You live near here?
Farther out, near Rescue. I used to live in Brooklyn.
Rescue is the mental hospital.
I know. I'm used to the crazy people, but not a night in a lonely place like this. Not the kind who kill people.
You live at Rescue?
No, just near there.
David, we can't sit here not knowing. If we could get to a phone.
A phone? Why?
To call the police. Get some help.
No! Don't do that.
Why not? Why don't you want the police?
Oh, I do. But you'll be killed.
What do you mean?
The woman. She'll kill him if he goes away from this car. Oh, there's that dog. You hear it? Somebody's out there.
Well, there must be a house up ahead. Maybe it's barking to be let in.
No. It senses somebody. There's somebody out there. The crazy woman's creeping around out there. Quick! Let's get away. Look out, David.
Let go of me. What are you trying to do?
Start the car, quick. We'll get away.
We're out of gas.
Out of gas.
I don't think we parked here for the fun of it, do you?
Oh, such a desolate place to run out of gas. Stop barking. What does it mean? You can't just sit here. We gotta get away.
Oh, I'm not a magician, lady. I can't make gasoline out of rain.
Oh, we can't stay here the whole night. You hear me?
Let go of me. There's nothing I can do.
Try something, anything. Don't just sit there.
She's scaring me. David, stop her.
Cut it out. Cut it out. You'll have us all in hysterics.
All right, I'm sorry. Look, I got an idea. Give me your gun.
What for?
What for? I'll tell you. I want it. Give it to me.
David.
Listen to me. I'm all right, but I can't sit here all night. I'd go crazy. Give me the gun. I'll go. I won't be afraid of the dark, the noises, the feet following me. I'll go. I promise you. But give me the gun.
No, now sit down.
Please. I'll go. I promise. I can't stand sitting in the dark like this.
Can't you stop her, David?
I told you to shut up. If you don't, you'll have to get out of the car.
Not into the woods again. Oh, you're nice people, aren't you? Or do you want me to leave so you can shoot me? Is that it?
We're not going to shoot you. We don't have a gun. It's only a pipe.
Dorothy.
A pipe? A smoking pipe?
David, I'm sorry.
Then you're unarmed.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
David.
that's all right.
Why did you tell me you had a gun?
What difference would it make to you whether I'm armed or not?
I don't know you. Maybe you two are more dangerous than the crazy woman.
I'll tell you what I think. I think you're the crazy woman. The way you grabbed David when you wanted him to start the car.
Dorothy, stop it. Don't excite her.
Don't excite me. Why? Do you think I'm dangerous? An old woman you took into your car, 2 of you, and you're afraid of me?
I'm not afraid of you. Now sit back in the seat and don't try anything.
David, the storm is stopping. Maybe now is the time. The time for what? What are you going to do? You two are up to something.
Oh, shut up! My wife meant now is the time to go for help.
I did not. I meant now is the time for us to escape. David, can't you see it? She's the one. She'll kill us. You little...
Oh, stop it. Sit back in that seat.
You haven't got a gun.
No, but I've got a knife.
David!
It's my jackknife, but it's sharp and strong, so don't try any tricks.
All right. Threaten me. Watch me while that woman is out there. All you can do is sit and wait for her to make the next move. David, she can kill us like that old man and woman. They must have been on this same road. They were in their car, too. They must have let her in. We'll leave, then. The 3 of us will walk. We'll stay close together. We'll be quiet. Anyone hiding in the woods won't hear us. Don't get out of the car, David.
Oh, how will we find our way? It's too dark.
We'll find our way.
Look out there. The road's full of shadows.
Get her out of the car, David. She wants to kill us. Kill you!
Now, look, if you want to go, why don't you leave? We're going to stay here until some help comes.
Oh, I'd be helpless alone if I had a gun or something. Your knife. Oh, why doesn't somebody come? Where are the police? I can't stand this. Nobody'll come. There's no one in these woods. They're burned out and deserted.
Dorothy, come on, please.
It was your idea to use this road. You wouldn't listen to me and stop for gas.
I couldn't help it. I got lost.
Oh, why don't you do something? Not just sit here waiting. Do something before we're murdered. Are you so helpless?
All right. I am going to do something. I'll go for help.
That's it. Get help. David, in her hand. I saw it in the moonlight. It glittered.
What is it?
Your wife is hysterical. She was holding it. A long piece of broken glass, long and pointed. See? She doesn't answer. She's just watching us. What is she waiting for?
It's from the broken window. That's where she got it.
So what if I have it? I'm not going to sit here defenseless. She's going to attack us. Don't be silly. It was all right for you to have a knife. Why can't I be armed for whatever may come?
Give me that broken glass.
Give it to you. You think I'm crazy? You couldn't protect us from anything.
Oh.
David, what are you doing? Why are you climbing over the seat?
I warn you. I'm through letting my wife be terrified. Give me that glass.
Stay away from me!
Once I left the car, you were going to butcher my wife with that broken glass.
No! David! David!
Give me that glass.
You're crazy! Let me alone! Hold her, David. Hold her. Don't let her free.
Strong. Cut my arm.
You'll kill me!
Drop that glass.
You both gone crazy? Trying to kill me?
Like you were going to murder us?
No, I wasn't. Don't let her get free.
I can't hold her. She's strong.
If you have a knife, then I'll have glass. David, hold her.
Much longer.
I'm not crazy. Please believe me.
You got my throat. Choking me.
Your knife. David, your knife. David. David, you killed her. David, you killed her.
I couldn't help it. I didn't mean it.
Oh, you're covered with blood.
She was going to kill us. There's some lights. A car is coming. Help's coming.
Hey there, you in the car. Why are you parked here?
It's the police. At last.
We ran out of gas. The crazy woman.
What a night to run out of gas. You couldn't have picked a better spot. What with that woman running around loose?
Officer, we want to tell you.
A farmer up the road called us, said his dog's been barking at something.
We caught her.
Who'd you catch?
The crazy woman, she's in the back seat, dead.
What? No, she's alive. Hurt bad, though.
She was trying to kill us.
Well, we'll get her to a hospital. You two had better come with me. We captured that crazy woman a half hour ago. I don't know who this lady is. Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Cary Grant.
Wilcott, did your candidate's entire ticket get into office?
Yes, sir, Senator. Along with the Autolite Stay Full battery, the voters elected all of the 400 products made by Autolite for cars, trucks, planes, and boats in 28 plants coast to coast. These include complete electrical systems used as original factory equipment on many leading makes of America's finest cars. Generators, coils, distributors, voltage regulators, electric windshield wipers, wire and cable, starting motors, all engineered to fit together perfectly, work together perfectly, because they're a perfect team. So, friends, don't accept electrical parts supposed to be as good. Ask for and insist on Autolite original factory parts at your neighborhood service station, car dealer, garage, or repair shop. Remember, you're always right with Autolite.
Next week on Suspense for your Thanksgiving holiday listening, Mr. Ozzie Nelson and Miss Harriet Hilliard as stars of Going, Going, Gone. And in the weeks to come, you will hear such famous stars as Van Heflin, Alan Ladd, and Cornell Wilde, all appearing in tales well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Suspense is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed by Lucien Morawek and conducted by Lud Bluskin. On a Country Road was written for Suspense by Walter Bazar.
And remember, next week on Suspense, Ozzie Nelson and Harriet Hilliard in Going, Going, Gone.
Alright, that was Suspense on a Country Road. Up next, we have an episode of My Friend Irma, which was it's about a young woman and her roommate who's just this dumb girl named Irma, and they're best friends, and it really kind of feels like a 90s sitcom if it was made in the 40s. That's just how I always felt about it. But this one's entitled Jane Sees a Ghost. McLean, what are you doing?
I figured it out. All we have to do to get out of
here,
this corn maze can't go on forever. All we have to do is we just have to beat a straight path, and eventually we'll break out into freedom.
McLean, I don't think that's allowed. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
What do you
mean? It kind of defeats the point of a corn maze. I'm sorry, I'm a purist.
You mean
we signed the waiver for the corn maze insurance, McLean. That's how this works.
I've been out here 3 days.
Corn insurance waiver. I'm beginning to think that was not necessary, but we can't break the rules now, McLean.
I'm going through the corn. Let go.
No, you can't.
Jane, and I have a friend named Irma.
Which means that it's time for your favorite comedy show, created by Cy Howard and starring Marie Wilson as Irma and Kathy Lewis as Jane in
My Friend Irma. It's getting late. Will you turn out the light and go to bed? All right. Gee, it's so dark. What makes darkness?
Oh, I don't know, honey. It's simple. Darkness is caused by the fact that all the light has gone out.
Oh, I see. Then lightness is caused by the fact that all darkness has gone out.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Go to sleep, will you, honey?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you doing?
I'm counting fellows so I can fall asleep.
You're supposed to count sheep.
You go to sleep the way you want to, I'll go to sleep the way I want.
Okay, suit yourself.
Jane.
What is it, Irma?
What side do you generally sleep on?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I sleep on my back.
I usually sleep on my right side. You see, my office is downtown. When I get up in the morning, I like to start off in the right direction.
For Pete's sake, will you cut it out? By the way, did you leave a note for the milkman?
Note?
Yeah, tell him not to leave any more milk this week. He left 4 quarts the last time.
I know that was my fault. I asked him to.
What for?
Well, I was going to take a milk bath. It's supposed to be very good for the complexion, but when I read what milk does, I changed my mind.
What was it you read? That
milk has calcium and builds strong bones.
So?
I don't want to have bony skin.
Irma! Will you put the note in the milk bottle out in the hall?
Yes, Jane.
Irma, what's the matter? Get out from under that bed.
No, there's a ghost running through the hall.
A ghost? What are you talking about?
I tell you, I saw him, Jane. A real live dead ghost.
Irma, will you stop imagining things?
No, Jenny, I saw it, a real ghost. Oh, Jenny, I'm scared. What are we going to do?
Well, personally, I never believed in ghosts. They've been scientifically proven to be non-existent.
Well, then what are you doing here under the bed with me?
So I'm not the scientific type. Irma, was this ghost, this particular ghost, wearing a long white sheet?
Yeah, how did you know?
Well, I might as well tell you. Come on, let's get out from under the bed.
Okay.
I saw the same ghost running down the halls last Tuesday.
You did?
Yeah, I thought I might be imagining things, so I didn't say anything.
Well, Jane, this is Tuesday.
I know it is.
You saw him last Tuesday?
Yeah.
Maybe he only haunts on Tuesdays. You know, a union ghost. Jane, what can we do if he comes in here?
Well, the closest thing is the dumbwaiter. We can get out through there.
But it's down in the basement.
Time comes, I'm not going to worry about details. You know this whole thing is ridiculous, Irma. I'm sure it's just our imagination, and I am positively not going to be frightened by any more of this.
Jane, I wish you'd get under your own bed this time.
Irma, I'm terrified. Someone is knocking on the door.
Do you think it might be? I don't know. I'm going to find out. You there, knocking on the door. Are you a ghost?
No, but the way I live, I wish I was dead.
Oh, it's the maestro. Irma, slip into your robe. Just a second, maestro.
Hello, girl.
Oh, gosh, are we happy to see you. What are you doing up at this hour?
Indigestion. Mrs. O'Reilly made dinner for me.
But I thought you ate it at home tonight.
I did. This is from last week. Girls, I've never seen you so pale. What's that makeup on your face? A cold cream?
No, ghost cream.
Ghost cream?
Maestro, I know this must sound idiotic to you, but Irma and I have both seen a ghost running down the hall.
You have?
Yes.
Make room for another idiot.
You mean?
Yeah, I saw it 2 weeks ago on Tuesday night.
What did you do?
Well, being I am a man, there was only one thing I could do. I fainted.
So what are we going to do about this?
Well, why don't we call up the exterminating company and tell them to come here and spray?
Irma.
Personally, I can't see why any self-respecting ghost would want to haunt this place. Cemeteries are much more livable.
I think we should tell Mrs. O'Reilly.
Oh, Irma, we can't do that.
But that'll get rid of the ghost.
How?
Well, you know she doesn't allow people in here unless they sign the lease.
Oh. That is the one thing we can't do. Tell her. I think we ought to wait and then...
Hey, there it is, the ghost again. Everybody be still. Yoo-hoo, ghost!
It is not a ghost. It's an old vampire bat.
Now, listen. Not a word about this to Mrs. O'Reilly because she may not believe us and she'll think we're just trying to defame her building and she'll throw us out.
Yeah, you got a point there because come to think of it, if the ghost was a man, she would have caught him a long time ago.
Remember now, no one tell her, and that means you, Irma.
Oh, you can count on me, Jane. I know how to play dumb.
Come in, Miss O'Reilly.
Hello, girls. Is everything all right? I heard a commotion up here.
Oh, everything's fine, Miss O'Reilly. I'm sure you couldn't find a ghost around here for miles. Oh, swell.
Ghost? You should excuse Irma, Mrs. O'Reilly. Seeing you with your hair in curlers, your face without makeup. She thought maybe you were getting ready to haunt a house.
Oh, glory be, I forgot all about my appearance. I must look a mess.
Well, I wouldn't say a mess. But give me time, I'll think of the word. I know. Disaster.
I'll thank you to keep your insults to yourself. Girls, why you look so pale?
We saw a mouse.
Yeah, about 6 feet tall, wearing a white sheet.
Yeah, you girls don't make sense. And Maestro, what are you doing here at this hour?
Me? Well, I walk in my sleep.
How come?
If you had the mattress I have, you'd do a lot of walking, too.
Really, Miss O'Reilly, there's nothing wrong. And what Irma said about ghosts is ridiculous. Isn't it, Irma?
I'm not spooking until I'm spooking to.
Go on, Mrs. O'Reilly. Go back to bed. You need your beauty sleep.
Offhand, about 60 years.
Now, just for that, I insist you walk me down to me door. You know, I'm afraid of the dark. Someone might try to carry me off.
Not if he's carrying a flashlight.
You see, she didn't find out anything from me.
You did everything but draw her a road map. Now, come on, get in bed and let's forget this whole thing.
All
honey.
right.
I'll turn out the light. Good night, Cookie.
Good night, Jane. Jane.
Yes?
What does a ghost really look like?
I don't know, honey. The ones I've seen pictures of are all bones.
Maybe we ought to get a dog.
Irma. Will you please go to sleep?
All right. Good night, Jane.
Good night.
Jane, do you hear that?
Yes. God, Irma, now, I'm really terrified. It can't be Mrs. O'Reilly. It can't be the maestro, and we're in bed.
Gee, it must be some unearthly creature. I'll find out. Who's at the door?
Chicken, it's me.
Ow! You're right, Irma. It's some unearthly creature, but let him in.
All right. Just a second, Al. I'm putting my robe on.
Hiya, chicken.
Oh, hell, you don't know how glad we are to see you.
I saw the light on in your window and was just on my way home from work.
I thought the pool room closed at 9. But sit down, Al. Sit down and make yourself at home. Nothing. Says nothing. I really like you, Al.
You do? Hey, most of the times you imply that I'm obnoxious.
Well, that's only during the week. On Tuesdays, you're lovely.
Oh, Al, you're a brave man, aren't you?
Well, you know my war record, chicken. Had the biggest victory garden on the block.
What we're trying to say is nothing terrifies you, does it?
Nothing in the world. What? Having trouble?
Yes, Al.
Well, then I'm your man. Now, just who is this guy that's been causing the trouble?
Well, he isn't exactly a man. It's hard to describe.
Well, who is he? Or is it a she?
I don't think so.
A kid?
Well...
Go on, tell me. I don't care if it's a dame or a kid. I ain't afraid of either of them.
See, I told you he's as brave as they come.
Come on, chicken, tell me. How much does this bum weigh?
Practically nothing.
I'll murder him.
Oh, Al, you're wonderful. Come on, Jane, we can sleep in peace. When that ghost comes back, my Al will take care of it. Won't you, Al? Al! Al!
Your hero just went.
Huh?
Yeah. He was as brave as they come, and as they come, he went. Come on, Irma. We've got to pull ourselves together. If we don't get some sleep, we won't be able to get up for work. Come on, honey.
All right, Jane. Wait a minute. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Only be a minute.
Irma? Irma, get back in bed. I'm scared. Irma?
There. Now that ghost won't dare come near us.
Why? What did you do?
I just put a sign on the door. Measles.
Miss Peterson. Miss Peterson. Miss Peterson.
Yes, Mr. Clyde?
Will you please stop yawning? It frightens me.
Why?
Your mouth is open, and I'm afraid you're going to talk. Take this letter, please.
All right, Mr. Clyde, I'm ready and I'm wide awake.
Good, good. To Mr. John Schwartz, President, Stag Proof Zipper Company, New York City, New York.
Got it.
Got it, you idiot. You can't write with a nail file.
I'm sorry.
What's the matter with you, Miss Peterson?
Mr. Clyde, have you ever had a sleepless night?
Yes, right after the morning I hired you.
No, seriously, Jane and I were up all last night. I saw a ghost.
A ghost?
Yes, I think the apartment we live in is haunted.
Well, my dear girl, you have no problem. If you want to get rid of that ghost, it's simple.
How?
Talk to him for a while. He'll leave. I know many times after talking to you, I've wanted to leave this earth.
Oh, no, Mr. Clyde, this is serious. I'm not getting any sleep, and I just don't have any vitality. In other words, when I get here, I'm not all there.
You can be anywhere and you're not all there. Of all the silly, preposterous stories, seeing a ghost.
Well, I did. I saw him Tuesday night, and Jane saw him last Tuesday night. Hey, and the maestro saw him the Tuesday night before that.
Miss Peterson, there is no such thing as a ghost. It's just an apparition.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Not one of us ever had surgery. What is more, I think...
How do you like that? She's fallen asleep.
Huh?
Miss Peterson. Miss Peterson. Look, I don't want to be a hard-hearted boss, Miss Peterson, but are you sure you saw a ghost?
Positive. He was running down the hall.
Fast?
Oh, real fast.
Well, he sounds peppier than you. You go home and send him here to work.
You're not going to help me, Mr. Clyde?
Help you? I want to tell you something, Miss Peterson. I'm running a law office, and if you do not come to work with all your faculties, as limited as they are, I'm going to replace you because right now you're non-compos mentis, incoherent, lackadaisical, and completely dispensable.
I am?
Positively.
Mr. Clyde, would you please put that in writing?
Why?
I might want a reference for my next boss.
Get out of here!
Is that you, sweetie?
Hello, Janie.
What's the matter, Cookie? Trouble in the office?
Jane, we've got to do something. Mr. Clyde says that if I don't get enough sleep at home, he's going to fire me. But he gave me a very nice reference.
He did?
Yes, he said I was non-compos mentis, and if I remember my French, that means right in the ball.
Oh. Honey, I've got a headache. Take it easy, will you?
Were you sleepy at the office?
Sleepy? I drank so much black coffee that I've developed a Brazilian accent. You know, this is dreadful, Irma. Let's get to bed early and get a good night's sleep.
All right, Jane.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm hanging the sheet over the clothes tree. If the ghost comes, he'll see we've already been haunted.
Miss Peterson, this is Thursday, and you're still asleep at your desk. Don't tell me you saw the ghost last night.
No, but we were awake all night waiting for him to show up.
Miss Peterson, this is Friday, the third morning I found you sleeping on the job.
Oh, Mr. Clyde, I'm so dopey.
That is the understatement of the year. Miss Peterson, this is Tuesday morning.
Well, tonight is the night. Oh, Mr. Clyde, what shall I do if I see him running down the hall again?
Just take him by the hand and ask him to lead you to the unemployment office. You're fired.
Jane! Irma, what's wrong?
I've been fired.
Oh, that's terrible. How are we going to get along?
What do you mean?
I've been fired, too. Brother, I told Richard I just couldn't go on taking a salary and coming to work every morning half asleep. Irma, do you know that the time has come for action? We'll just have to tell Mrs. O'Reilly the truth and move. When we get back to normal, I'm sure we can get our jobs back. Come in.
It's me again, Maestro Wanderkin. Well, girls, it's Tuesday night again. I thought maybe you'd like to go for a little walk.
Walk? Where to?
Boston, we can be back tomorrow.
No, Maestro, no. We have decided to face the issue. We're going to tell Mrs. O'Reilly we think the place is haunted and we're moving.
Oh, no, girls, you can't move. It'll break my heart.
We can't sleep, can you?
Yeah, but only because I keep telling myself the ghost is much better off than I am.
What do you mean?
When I saw him, he was wearing a clean white sheet. I should only get such service.
Well, we've had all we can take, and I'm calling Mrs. O'Reilly. Miss O'Reilly, will you please come up here?
Who's doing all that yelling?
Oh, gee, I'm sorry, Mrs. Martin. Did I wake the baby?
No, but please be quiet.
I'll be right up, Janie. Please. Now, Irma, I'll do the talking, huh?
What has my life come to that you girls are going to leave? Yet how can I stop you? I saw the ghost with my own eyes.
If I could only figure out who it was that was coming back to haunt me. It couldn't be my school teacher. The day I graduated, she said she never wanted to see me again.
Irma. Be still.
Yoo-hoo! It's me, Mrs. O'Reilly.
Come in.
Hello, girls. Maestro.
Greetings.
What's the trouble, Janie, darling?
Mrs. O'Reilly, I don't know how to begin this, but...
Mrs. O'Reilly, we want the truth. Have you rented out one of your apartments to a person who is not living?
What? No, they're all living. A couple of them are deadbeats, but they're still alive.
Look, what we're trying to say, Mrs. O'Reilly, is that, well, I know that this sounds unbelievable, but every Tuesday night a ghost in a white sheet has been roaming the hall.
Glory be, are you sure?
You can ask the maestro. He's seen him, too.
That's right, Mrs. O'Reilly. Probably someone who died over 1,000 years ago. He keeps coming back to find out what keeps you going.
Oh, shut up.
I hate to say this, Mrs. O'Reilly, but Irma and I haven't slept a wink since it happened. We're going to have to find another place to live.
A ghost in my building? Glory be, I believe I know who it is.
You do?
Yes. It must be my late husband, Clancy. The poor man probably misses me.
I thought that's why he went in the first place, to get away from you.
Bite your tongue. My poor dear Clancy worshipped me. He practically threw himself at my feet.
Yeah. This could only be because he wanted to escape and he thought they were boats.
Now listen here, you.
Now, please, this is no time to argue. You have to do something about this.
I'm convinced it's Clancy, and there's only one way to handle the situation.
How?
If I could get through to him. You know, hold a seance and explain to him that he's frightening the tenants.
Sea ants? I've heard of red ants and picnic ants, but sea ants, do they swim?
Irma.
Now, Janie, if you'll put out the lights, we can all sit around the table holding hands so I can make contact with the spirits.
Miss O'Reilly, let's have no drinking at this hour.
Cookie. Mrs. O'Reilly, don't you think it's just a little ridiculous?
Janie, I know what I'm doing. Turn out the lights.
All right.
Fine. Now that we're in complete darkness, everybody hold hands.
All right, but I warn you, if you're using this as an excuse to get fresh, I'll leave.
Be still. Now, everyone concentrate. I'll try to make contact with Clancy. Clancy! Oh, Clancy, way out there. Yoo-hoo, Clancy. This is Kathleen. Remember me? Dimple? Am I coming in stronger?
Try channel 2.
Be still. Clancy! Oh, Cuddles, this is your little Cupid doll.
Who now looks like a baseball has been thrown at her?
Maestro. Oh, Clancy. Come to us, Clancy. Isn't he polite? He's knocking before he comes in. Come in, Clancy.
Hey, folks. Hey, why are you all sitting around the table? There ain't no food on it.
Well, Miss O'Reilly's holding a siesta.
Sea ants.
Sea ants, what for?
I'm trying to get through to my late husband, Clancy, so he'll stop haunting the building. Now, just sit down and hold hands with the person next to you. Put out the lights, please.
Okay.
Now, concentrate, everyone. Clancy? Clancy? I'm calling you out there in the spirit world. Ah, I think I'm getting something. Oh, I see a small light in the distance.
It's the one in the refrigerator. Al, will you please sit down?
Okay.
Go on, Miss O'Reilly. See if you can dial him in.
Clancy, if you love me, please answer.
Oh! He answered.
Sounds like he's running away.
He must have seen you.
Somebody, quick. Quick, go to the door and see if he's there.
Oh, not me.
Please. Hey, I'll go. Hey, I bet it worked.
You bet what worked?
I put carpet tacks in the hall.
Carpet tacks? Wait a minute. I'll be back.
Where is she going?
I don't know.
Mrs. O'Reilly, the seance is over. You can let go of my hand.
What's the hurry? I want to talk to a few more ghosts I know.
Well, Jane, what's the news? Did you see the ghost?
Yeah, I saw him.
Well, where is he?
Jane, what are you laughing at?
Mrs. Martin has him by the ear.
The ghost?
Yeah.
Jane, will you please explain?
Every Tuesday night, Mr. Martin has a poker game, and so he can't sneak out to meet the boys. Mrs. Martin hides his clothes, so he runs down the hall in a sheet. Good night, Irma.
Good night, Jane.
My Friend Irma is a Cy Howard production. Clark Levy writes the script with Stanley Adams and Roland McLean. It is directed by Cy Howard. Marie Wilson is starred as Irma and Kathy Lewis as Jane.
All right, that was my friend Irma on the show. We have one last episode here. It's of the classic horror show by Arch Obler called Lights Out. This one's called Poltergeist. I've had to subdue McLean. He was trying to claw his way through the corn in a most unsportsmanlike manner. You can't just go through the corn, McLean. It defeats the entire purpose of the maze. You can't. Oh, sorry. I shoved a corn cob in his mouth, folks. He was being a little belligerent. Hold still.
Help! Help!
Well, yelling for help is actually probably one of the only things left that we can do at this point. So, yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Just let me cut through the corn.
Nope, I'm a purist.
Ironized Yeast presents Lights Out, Everybody. It is later than you think. This is Arch Obler bringing you another in our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these Lights Out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you calmly and very sincerely, if you frighten easily, turn off your radio now. But if you're fascinated by the mysterious, the fantastic, the unearthly, then anticipate chills in our story of Poltergeist.
Jingle bells, jingle
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, that was swell. Now let's go to town. St. Louis woman with her diamond ring, kicking that man around.
No, stop that, Kay.
What's the matter? Am I scaring the horse?
Oh, it seems like a sacrilege singing a song like that out here. This beautiful, clean snow and blue sky.
Well, what's wrong with a hot song to keep us warm? If you think the St. Louis blues is going to dirty up the snow, you ought to hear Frankie and Johnny the way I sing it.
Oh, stop it, Kay. You're not funny at all. Why can't you enjoy the fresh air without that cabaret sort of thing?
Oh, just an old-fashioned gal, eh, Florence? How about you, Edna? Don't you like my songs either? You haven't said anything for the last 5 minutes.
Well, I haven't been listening to you, to tell the truth. I love to watch the snow sort of flow along under the sleigh.
When you say that, gal, smile. Gosh, did you ever see more snow in your life?
The man at the hotel said it had been snowing on and off up here for 2 weeks.
I think coming out here to the country is the best thing we three have done since we started rooming together. Hiking in the snow is terribly healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. The healthier I get, the worse I feel.
Crazy idiot.
She does say the funniest things, doesn't she? I always say that Kay ought to...
Whoa! Hallelujah, we're here. Is this as far as we go, driver?
That's right, miss. Can't go no further down this road account of the drift.
Oh, my goodness. The drifts are too deep for a horse. How can we walk through them?
I second the motion.
Well, you young ladies don't have to worry none so long as you keep going down the valley over there. Snow ain't piled up that way all the way to Ma Jenkins.
Oh, well, that's marvelous. Come on, girls. Let's get started.
So long. Take care of yourselves, girls.
Come on, Edna.
Goodbye, Gal. Well, listen to the snow talking at us.
It's very dry snow. Our feet rub particles of it together, and the friction makes a sound.
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Why?
Oh, I don't know. It's just as if the snow was sort of trying to talk to us. I mean, as if it was angry at our trespassing.
Hey, don't tell me we're trespassing. I don't want any country squire taking any pot shots at my constitutional amendment with rock salt. No, thank you.
Oh, don't talk nonsense, Kay. We're not trespassing. Why, this path through the valley here over to Mrs. Jenkins' house is the favorite hike of everyone who comes up this way during the winter.
What's Mrs. Jenkins got anyway that makes people walk their feet off?
Wait till you taste her cooking.
Eat. Oh, boy, let's go.
It's awfully quiet out here, isn't it?
Oh, that's the glory of it. I've had the roar of the subway in my ears so long. Okay, don't walk so fast.
Come on, look what I found.
Oh, come on, Edna.
Oh, please. Let me take your arm. I'm getting out of breath.
Well, take it easy. There's no hurry. Well, what is it, Kay?
Look, through the circle of trees here. Look what I discovered.
Well, isn't that interesting? It's a sort of a natural amphitheater.
Sure. Say, who was this guy, Daniel Boone?
What's an amphitheater?
Well, that means an oval circling place with rising tiers of seats. It's, you know, like that place we went to for the horse show.
Oh.
Back in the times of the Greeks, they had outdoor theaters.
Listen to the professor.
And they used of places just like this, where the ground sloped up and made a sort of a natural arena or stage below.
Theater. That's an idea. Sit down, gals, and I'll give you a special performance of the Kay Follies.
It's awful snowy here, isn't it?
I'll trample it down with my spring dance. Welcome, sweet spring.
Isn't she a nut dancing in the snow? If I had that girl's energy.
She's really graceful, isn't she? I'll bet if she went on the stage,
Kay!
She fell.
Kay! Kay, did you hurt yourself?
Oh, did I land on my dignity? Here, give me a hand.
Here, I'll help you. There you are.
Oh, did I take a flop?
Did you hurt yourself badly?
Oh, Liv, what in the world did I trip over? Oh, no wonder. Look at that rock under the snow. No wonder I did a nosedive. Oh,
my goodness. There are rocks like that all over. A person could break their neck if they...
Girls.
What's the matter?
What is it?
Kay, the rock you tripped over. It's not a rock.
What are you talking about? Of course it's a rock.
Well, yes, but it's something more than that. It's a tombstone.
Tombstone? Oh, no, it can't be.
Look for yourself. It says, "Here lies buried the remains of one who, restless in life..."
Stop. Don't read any more. Stop.
And all these other stones laying flat on the ground.
their tombstones, too?
Yes.
Whew, what a place to picture dance.
Oh!
What's the matter, Edna?
What did you scream for?
Kay, you danced on the grave.
What?
You danced on the grave. I saw you. I saw you do it. You danced on the grave. Okay.
Edna, stop it. Stop it.
What's come into her? Edna, stop acting
Edna,
like
stop,
that.
for heaven's sake. Control yourself.
Okay. Kay, I'm so sorry for you. You danced on a grave.
For heaven's sake, stop talking like that. Sure, I danced on a grave.
Well, yes, of course she did. It was perfectly accidental.
And what if it wasn't? What of it?
The poltergeist.
The what? Edna Hanson, what are you talking about? What's that word you just used?
Poltergeist. Okay, what have you done?
You superstitious little fool. If you don't stop talking that way, I'm going to slap your face. What's the matter with you? I didn't do anything.
You walked on the grave. You danced on the grave.
Edna, be sensible. We all walked on graves, but it was purely accidental.
Yeah.
We had no intention of desecrating them.
It doesn't matter, I tell you. It doesn't matter. The poltergeist. He'll come. I know he will.
Oh, what's the use? She's crazy.
Edna, what are you talking about? What's a poltergeist? What are you so frightened about?
My father, he told me, if you walk on a grave, if you dance on a grave, the poltergeist.
Poltergeist what? What is a poltergeist?
An evil spirit. It comes out of the grave. It kills. It destroys. It'll kill us. It'll kill us all.
Stop it.
It throws things
Oh,
out.
please. Lay off that way,
Edna.
But it won't get me. I'll run
Edna,
away.
come back here.
She's gone insane. I'll get her.
Edna, catch her. Edna, don't run away. Nothing will hurt you. Nothing. Oh, Edna, look out. Kay, what happened? That stone. It hit Edna.
Edna, open your eyes.
Blood all over her face. Kay, who threw that stone? Who threw it? I don't know. It came from the graveyard.
Now, girls, take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, Doctor, she won't die. Tell me she won't die.
No, of course not.
And you're sure that her skull isn't fractured?
Oh, absolutely not. Maybe a little concussion, that's all.
Well, it's almost 5. Our train. Can we get someone to help us carry her down to the station so we can get her on board?
Bored? I'm telling you, that little friend of yours shouldn't be moved out of bed for a week. If you do, well, it might be just too bad.
Oh, Flo, what'll we do? You go home, Kay. I'll stay with her.
Oh, no, you won't. I'm not leaving you here alone in this godforsaken place.
If you stay, I stay too. Kay, please be sensible. Why should we all lose our jobs when you
If
can...
you'll excuse me, you ladies, I've got to be on my way.
Oh, yes, of course, Doctor. Is there anything more you can do for Edna, Doctor? Any medicine or something?
Nope, I've done all I can do. She's sleeping comfortable now. Miss?
Yes, Doctor.
The constable's sick, too, you know, and he's sort of depending on me to keep things straight. Now, just how did you say that little friend of yours got hurt?
Well, it was just the way we explained, Doctor. That rock came flying and...
Yes, I know, but who threw the rock?
We don't know.
What?
That's true, Doctor. We don't know.
But somebody threw it. You can't change facts. Somebody threw the rock that cracked her head.
For heaven's sakes, old man, you don't think we did it?
No, miss, I didn't.
Excited. Doctor, you've got to believe us. It happened just the way we said. All at once, that rock came flying through the air from the direction of the graveyard. It struck Edna, and we just didn't see who threw it.
All right, if that's your story. Well, you better stay in your rooms here. I mean, you better not be leaving until the constable's on his feet and has a chance to talk with you. I'll be back in a few hours and see how the girl is.
He doesn't believe us.
What difference does it make? We know what we saw.
But what did we see?
She was running. She fell.
Kay?
Well?
Let's not fool ourselves. There was no one there to throw that rock.
There must have been.
But there wasn't.
Stop saying that.
Aren't you brave enough to face facts? There wasn't any place for anyone to hide. I saw that stone. It seemed to come down out of the air. So slowly.
Florence, if you don't stop talking like that...
You remember what Edna said? It throws things.
Stop looking at me like that.
You're giving me the jitters. She said the poltergeist throws things. Spirit of evil.
Florence Robb, have you gone crazy, too?
Why should we laugh at things like that? What right have we got to laugh? How do we know there aren't powers we can't see or understand? Powers of evil that revenge an insult just like an evil man. Kay, how do we know?
What are you talking like that for? What are you trying to scare me for? You're supposed to be the most intelligent one of us all. You with your college degrees. Sure, I danced on the grave. But the dead are dead and they can't revenge a thing. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. I tell you... What?
It's Edna.
Come on.
Edna, we're coming to you. Don't be afraid. We're coming.
Open the door, Florence. It's not locked.
Duck, it won't
Here,
do.
let me. Edna, what is it? What?
Edna, what? On your head.
Hey, what's going on here? I run a decent place, and I don't want you...
The girl on the bed. Her head. It's crushed flat in by a rock. God in heaven. It's not a rock. It's a tombstone.
I wish I could cry. But I haven't got any more tears.
Oh, Edna. Edna.
Florence, darling, please. You'll kill yourself if you keep on like that. Oh, if this horrible night would only end.
It was my fault. Mine. I was the one who got her out here. She didn't want to go. She hates the country. But I made her come. I made her.
No. No, you're not the one to blame. I am. I danced on the grave.
But she was so good. So sweet. Oh, why did it have to be Edna? Why?
You're right. It wasn't right for it to be her, was it?
No.
I did it, not her. I did it. I danced on the grave. I danced on the grave.
You can't deny what you see with your own eyes.
But I tell you, Doc, nobody could have carried that tombstone up the steps without me seeing him, could they?
But there it is, ain't it?
Yeah. There it is.
Either somebody's playing a terrible joke or...
You don't have to say it, Doc. I know.
That's just the trouble. You don't know, and I don't know, and nobody knows.
Yeah. And that tombstone.
Well, what about the tombstone?
I ain't quite sure, but that's a tombstone out of the old burying grounds up at the bend.
You're crazy.
No, I ain't either.
Well, that place is a good 3 miles from here.
Yeah. I know.
Who could have carted a heavy stone like that for 3 miles?
Yeah. Who?
Stop looking like that, you flap-eared old fool. Human hands carried that stone in here and killed that girl?
Sure.
Yeah, the constable will find out who did it the minute he's on his feet again. You wait and see.
No, he won't, Doc. You're smarter than me and all that, but this time you're wrong. There ain't nobody that takes in breath and leaves out breath like you and me, or the constable's going to find out who killed that girl. You know that, Doc.
Oh, stop talking. I wish the constable was here and this night was over. It's been a terrible night. Terrible.
Terrible clock. Ticking.
Yeah, I know. I've been sitting here listening to it.
I can't stand it anymore. I'll stop it.
Why bother with it?
Come on to bed, Kay. Please. There's no use sitting there. It won't help her.
Yeah. Nothing can help her. But maybe I can help you.
Me?
It was my fault. Mine. I was the reason it happened. It killed her, and it'll kill you and me, too, unless I stop.
No, don't say that.
It's true. But why should you be hurt? I'm to blame, not you. Listen, Flo. I'll go out there.
There?
Out there to the graveyard.
What?
I'll talk to her. I'll tell it I didn't mean to do it.
No.
That I didn't know where I was dancing.
Please.
Maybe somehow it'll listen to me, and then it won't hurt you.
No, I won't let you go out there. It'll kill you.
But Florence,
it'll kill you, too.
But Florence.
No, I'll hold you. You can't go. You can't.
All right.
Come on to bed, Kay, please. In the morning things will be different.
But it won't.
Nothing will hurt us. And then they're right outside the door. They won't let anything get at us. Oh, please, Kay, please come to bed.
Yeah.
We'll pray.
Pray? I don't exactly know how.
Just say anything. Anything. Like this. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Now you.
If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take.
Kay, are you asleep? I can't sleep anymore. Kay, tomorrow, when it gets light and everything, do you think people will believe us? Do you think so, Kay? I'm not quite sure what happened. I always used to be so sure about things. And now Kay, where are you? Kay, where? The window. She went out the window. She's gone out there. To the graveyard. To talk to it. Oh, Kay, why did you go? Why did you go? I'll go out there, too. Oh, she'll be so frightened out there alone. I'll go, too. Oh, so cold. My hands. Snow so sharp. Cutting my legs. Oh, why did you go out there, Kay? Why did you? I've got to find you. The wind. Oh, why doesn't the wind stop? Blow, blow, thou winter wind. Thou art not so unkind as... Oh, I've got to find you, kid. I've got to find you. It's snowing. I love snow. Edna didn't like snow. Where are you, Kay? Where are you? I've lost my way. I've lost the road. Where are you, Kay? Kay, where are... Oh, Kay. I heard you, Kay. I heard you. I'm coming to you, Kay. We'll talk to it. We'll talk to it together. We'll tell it we didn't mean any harm, won't we, Kay? Won't we? Poor Edna. We can't help her, Kay. We can't help Edna. But I'm coming to help you, Kay. I'm coming. I'm coming. Florence. Here I am, Florence. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. I'm coming, darling. I'm coming to help. I'm coming to help you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I hear you. I hear you calling my name. I hear you. Yes. Here we are, Florence. This way, Florence. Here we are. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Where are you? Where are you? This way.
This way, Hooper. They must have come this way.
Climbing out the window like that in the middle of the night. They must have gone crazy, the both of them.
Well, let's not worry about that now. We've got to find them. Here, give me that lantern.
What is it, Doc? What have you found?
A shoe. One of the girl's shoes.
My gosh, stuck in the snow. We're going the right way.
Come on, move fast. We've got to get to them.
Doc, look at this.
What is it?
Over there. Ain't these footprints?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's right. Footprints. Hello, up ahead. Hello.
Doc, we're getting pretty close to the old burying grounds.
Well?
Maybe. Oh, look here, Doc. Let's not be fools. Let's wait till morning.
What? Let those frightened girls freeze to death? Get along.
But, Doc,
You come with me, or the whole town will know what a yellow-livered no-good you are.
All right. All right. You don't have to get so sore, Doc.
Hello? Hello? Anybody up there? Hello?
Doc. Doc, look.
What?
There they are. Up ahead.
Glory be, they're alive. The both of them. Come on.
Doc. Doc, look at them. That's the burying ground up there. And they're dancing. Dancing on the graves.
What? They must be out of their heads. Come on. We've got to stop them.
Doc! Doc, wait for me. Oh, Doc, it's Doc again. Where are they, Doc? Where are the girls? Have they stopped dancing?
Yes.
Huh?
They've stopped dancing. Did they ever dance?
What are you talking about, Doc? We saw them. We saw them dancing in this place with our own eyes.
Did we? The moonlight. Here it comes again. See with your eyes again.
Oh, no.
Both of the girls froze stiff to the ground, each with her head crushed by a tombstone.
Strobler, would you mind telling us, me, whether there actually are such things as poltergeists?
All I can tell you is this. There are authenticated records in existence that, in the city of London on the 27th day of April, 1872, from 4 in the afternoon on a Thursday until 11:30 at night, a certain room in a certain house was deluged by stones thrown from no apparent source. The London police surrounded the house, but they found no trace of whoever or whatever was throwing those stones with a murderous violence.
I see. So much for poltergeist. But what about next week?
Well, anything can happen, but specifically next week, Mungara. A strange title and a strange story. The power of suggestion. The dictators have shown us to what evil purposes that power can be used. Well, next week, a man who, but that, as usual, is next week.
Yes. Lights Out, written and directed by Arch Oboler, will come to you again next Tuesday at the same time. Be sure to listen for the amazing story of Mungara. It is later than you think.
All right, that was the last show for the day, and we're still in the corn maze, so not much has changed in the last couple hours.
You know,
Happy to report.
Maybe I was being
yeah?
a little silly. The corn isn't all that bad. If you, it's not even. Don't even feel lonely. There's lots of Lots of ears to talk to.
Yikes.
Ears. Jake,
behind. There's a person coming. There's a very large
humanity.
brown person coming.
Is it
hey! I know those people. Me is know those people. You is, I is know you. I know you. You know me. Me know you. It's
Mondo,
crazy how that works like that.
Mondo, what are you...
Mondo! Oh, thank goodness. We've been lost in this corn maze, man, for like 3 days.
Mondo, quick, boost me up on your shoulders. Maybe I can get a better vantage point for rescue.
What, you've been lost for 3 days? This is like me 5th time going through today. It's actually pretty easy. This is one of the easiest corn mazes me has ever done. Look, follow me. We will have you out in like 3 seconds. Literally 3 seconds. The exit is like right there.
What?
Oh, hey, look at that. Huh. Crazy. Well, thanks, Mondo. Yeah, anytime. Surrey stalks at midnight. Mounted on their broomstick.
I'm never going outside again.
Well, happy ending all around. Wanna go through again? Okay?
I don't know. I don't know if I have anything to say to that.